You know, sometimes an entire philosophy, a whole way of life really, can be hiding inside just a single sentence. Today, we're going to unpack one of those sentences and discover this really profound formula for how our inner state can completely transform the world around us. So, let's get into it. I want to start by posing a question, and this is going to frame everything we talk about today. What if your greatest gift, the most powerful, most impactful thing you could possibly offer another person, is simply your own happiness, your own peace? It's a pretty radical idea, right? So let's see where it takes us. And here it is. This is our source material. This one sentence holds a three-part formula, almost like a spiritual equation. We're going to break it down piece by piece to really get to the heart of it. It all starts with an inner foundation, which then leads to an outer expression, and finally it results in a whole new identity. All right, first up, the inner foundation. The formula is crystal clear on this. Everything, and I mean everything, begins inside you. It's not about what you do first, it's about who you are first. The quote kicks off with this very specific phrase, your vibrations of peace and happiness. This is the engine. It's the source code for everything that follows. And notice that very first word, your. That's key. This is a personal responsibility, something you have to cultivate. So that brings up a pretty obvious question, right? The word vibration can sound a little abstract, maybe a bit out there. So what are we actually talking about here? Let's get a clear definition. In the context of this idea, a vibration is just your internal state of being. That's it. Think of it like the personal atmosphere that you carry around with you. You know how you can feel when someone's anxious even if they don't say anything? That's their vibration. Or when someone's calm and you just feel it. That's their vibration too. It's the energy you radiate without even trying. Now notice it doesn't just say happiness. It specifies peace and happiness. And that distinction is absolutely crucial. Peace, that's the deep internal calm. It's the stable ground you're standing on. And then happiness is the joyful, vibrant energy that builds right on top of it. You really need both for a truly powerful vibration. Okay, so you've established that inner foundation of peace and happiness. Now what? Well, now we move to the second part of the formula, the act of giving. And this is where things get really, really interesting. The quote continues, give everyone the experience of happiness and comfort. So this is the bridge, right? This is what connects your inner world to the outer world. That vibration isn't meant to be kept to yourself. It's meant to be felt by other people. And this is the most important part. This giving is not an action. It's not about running around trying to make people happy. It's completely passive. It's a natural radiation of who you are. Think about it. A lamp doesn't try to give light. It just shines. That's what we're talking about here. So you can see the flow here. It's so simple, but it's incredibly powerful. Step 1, you do the inner work. You focus on your own peace, your own happiness. Step 2, that state just naturally radiates from you, kind of like warmth from a fire. And then step 3, people around you just experience it. They feel it as comfort and happiness. You literally become a source, not just a doer. And that brings us to the final piece of the puzzle. We've gone from the inner state to the outer expression, and now we arrive at the final outcome, the identity that emerges from all this. And here's the payoff. And you will then be called a true server. See, this isn't a title you give yourself. It's not something you claim. It's an identity that other people recognize in you. It is the results, not the goal. So what's the real difference here? Well, anyone can be a server, right? You can perform tasks, you can do things for other people. The focus is all on doing. But a true server, that's someone whose very being is a gift of comfort. The focus shifts completely from doing to just being. So let's put all these pieces together now. We've taken the quote apart, and now we're going to put it back together into one simple, clear takeaway that you can hold on to long after this is over. This is it, the entire formula in one simple flow. It's a straight line of cause and effect. What you cultivate inside yourself is what you will radiate to others, and what you radiate to others ultimately defines the impact you have and really who you are. So the bottom line is this: true service starts with you. Your personal peace isn't selfish. In fact, it's one of the greatest gifts you can give to the world. And in the end, who you are is so much more impactful than what you do. Your presence, all by itself, can become a source of incredible comfort for people. And that brings us to the final question, which, let's be honest, is the only one that really matters. Because this isn't just some neat theory, it's a choice you make every single day. So, based on all of this, what vibration, what inner state are you going to choose to cultivate and share with the world today?